Hi, welcome to the National Food Choice Online News. I'm Robin Stienberg. Welcome to my show again. And you know what? We have a new cafe that's just opened here at the Singapore Management University here in Singapore. And in fact, they're known as 4.3 Cafe Bar. And their website is found at www.4.3.sg. Now, we have someone here by the name of Clarence, who's one of the founding partners here, and he's also a student here at the Singapore Management University. Now, Clarence, welcome to our show.
Thanks.
And you know,
Glad to be on.
I mean, it's fabulous to see how how nice your decor is out there. I mean, your cafe is amazing, and you have a great kitchen. I think it's probably one of the biggest I've seen for a student.
Yeah. We were fortunate enough to have such a big space.
Yeah.
So,
Now tell me, just tell us from the very beginning, how did you guys manage to put yourself together, find yourselves friends, and able to pull off one of the biggest ventures of all, at least for your time?
in terms of how we got together, it was through some mutual friends like Diana. Diana was the person who brought the team together.
Really?
Yeah.
A woman brought all of you together?
Yeah, because we all knew everybody else through her.
Wow.
So she kind of knew Nelson and Ben. Actually, I know Nelson and Ben before Diana, but it was okay. Diana was the one who pulled everybody together. So and then it was through Nelson and Ben that got me in, and then I got later on after we won, I got Aaron in to help manage the place as well.
Oh wow. Now, how did Diana got to know you guys? I mean, is it within the SMU premise or something?
Yeah, it was within the SMU premise. Diana went on an overseas community service trip with Nelson and Ben.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's how they got to know each other, and I was close friends with Nelson and Ben since JC.
Oh wow, that far?
Yeah,
wow.
Nelson was from the same JC that I was studying at, so we kind of knew each other for quite some time.
Okay. Now, Travis, is there any similar characteristics between you and your whole gang being able to think the same path, and the same philosophy?
I think most importantly in something like this where it's very food centric is our interest in food. That's kind of what brought all of us together in the first place, and I guess we all wanted the experience of trying to run our own cafe as well.
Okay.
So we saw something that was lacking within this small little community here, and we thought, why don't we do something that can cater towards that angle.
Now, tell me, during your junior college days, I mean, before your university, did you guys ever discuss about your dreams or aspirations of opening a cafe?
No, actually we didn't. Actually, during the junior college days, I was running my own little business side project thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're already a businessman by then.
It was a very small, minor business, yeah. But
okay. So now moving forward, from the JC to SMU, how do you guys manage to clinch the deal with SMU? Because you won a tender.
yeah,
Right.
we were one of the two teams that won a tender. It was actually a very long process. It started with a whole proposal phase where we had to submit proposals, and then after that we had to go for do presentations, food tastings, pitch our ideas and whatnot to tender for this location.
Now, which is the most memorable part of the process? Was it the food tasting? Was it the proposal that you guys had to present, or was it the part that you guys won the tender?
The results came in by email, so there wasn't much about that. But I guess each phase has its own very interesting moments. Like during the proposal stage, we all stayed up all night. We had to run through many pages. I think the proposal was really long.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so how many pages was that for the proposal that you presented?
It was close to 60 pages, including references and appendixes.
Oh, 60 page.
Yeah, because everything from the business plan to the projection to the finance end of things, which I mean everybody has their roles, so it was.
How about the food tasting part?
Oh, food tasting was also quite a nightmare. It was quite chaotic.
Really?
Yeah, because logistics wise, we had to keep the food cold and we had to transport it down and everything. Because we didn't have a kitchen back then.
So how do you conduct your food tasting?
Oh, we actually rented a space, the cafe.
Really? You rented a space, despite the fact that you're going to risk losing the tenant.
Yeah, I guess that's how much we kind of really wanted to do this.
Okay. And how much does it cost for you guys for the entire process before you won your tender? Estimate.
I don't know, man. Actually, maybe about a couple of thousand.
A couple of $1,000.
Yeah.
Wow. Must be a lot of money for you guys, huh?
Yeah, it's quite a fair bit. Quite a fair bit.
So how many partners do you have for 4.3?
There's Diana, there's Ben, there's Nelson, there's me, and there's Aaron, who helps us manage the place as well. The 4 partners and the manager.
Okay, so there's 4 partners and 1 manager. So now, moving forward, now that you have already got the deal, you run the place. I heard, and correct me, for our viewers, how long did it take you to clinch this deal? And then how long more are you guys able to run this cafe?
It took us, I think, close to a year, slightly more than a year, to finally win the tender for this place, and we've got this place for 2 years. 2 years, yeah.
Oh, additional 2 years.
For 2 years, starting in August of this year.
This year. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, for 2 years.
Yeah. got this
Wow.
place for 2
Okay.
years.
Now, about the concept, I found that your place is really warm. Okay, what is 4.3? I mean, how do you guys came up with that name?
The name it's quite an interesting process because we looked at SMU and we said, what is something that is very very SMU, when you think of SMU. First you think of everybody's studying, and the great chase, and we thought, how about we do something slightly subversive? How about we call
Subversive.
how about we call the name of the cafe 4.3, which is like the maximum GPA you get in school. Instead of looking at it from a grade perspective, we try to pull it out of context and look at it from a food, cafe, coffee perspective. You know what I mean? So that's what we tried to do, and plus the name's got quite a bit of mileage because it's so controversial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is 4.3?
In terms of this place,
No, the name of the cafe. What is 4.3?
what is 4.3?
Yes.
If you're talking about the cafe.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, why did you name 4.3?
Oh, yeah, like I said, we wanted to do something different. We wanted to take that grade. 4.3 is actually a grade. The maximum GPA.
Okay. So it's a grade.
It's a grade.
Oh, okay.
The maximum GPA in SMU, and we wanted to take that, translate it, take it out of the grade context, and put it into the context of good food, good coffee, and good pastries and all.
Oh, okay. Now about your decor and all that presentation outside there. Who came up with the idea of the decor and the renovation?
The decor was conceptualized by myself, and Aaron and and actually the rest of the team also had some input as well. So we wanted to go for something a bit more warm, because I thought that around school you get a lot of the white fluorescent lights,
Yeah.
and that feels very for the lack of a better word, very dry. You know? So we thought, why don't we introduce some warmth into the place? And we use a lot more yellow light, a lot more warm light. And then for the paint wise, we wanted to do the same as well. So and at the same time, we thought we need to use more wood because wood gives a very homey, very earthy feel to the place. So that was the angle we went towards. And plus, this is kind of like a coffee place as well. So we kind of introduced a bit of the kopitiam style tables outside.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like a bit of a mishmash, but yet there's some.
So East meets West,
Yeah,
some
kind of-
contemporary.
Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's a good concept. Folks, if you do drop by here in Singapore, or if you are in Singapore and you are passing through SMU, don't forget to drop by X4.3 Cafe at the basement. And of course, please don't forget to give them your full support. And what is your signature? Oh, but before I come to your signature dish, what happened to Diana? Did she? I mean, you have a woman. Did she give some very interesting input about the decor?
Yeah, she did. She helped us with the sourcing of the furniture and.
Oh, she did. So she was the one sourced and procured all your decor.
She gave some input. And then we sourced together and then we got everything.
Oh, okay.
Together.
Not
Actually,
bad.
we work a lot together. I mean, it's not just one person who takes hold of something and just does it this way. I think it's more important that everybody comes to consensus.
Oh, okay. So, so it's a teamwork.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we value that quite a bit.
Amazing. Now, what will be your signature dishes that you guys came up with? I mean, I know that you guys have a whole plate of signatures, and whose idea was behind those signature dishes?
There are a couple of signatures that we have. I mean, one is our burgers, which we develop from the ground up. You know, we make the patties ourselves, we make the sauces ourselves.
Okay.
Our baker comes in and sometimes he bakes the buns for us in house as well. And next would be the ribs, the barbecue glazed ribs. And one more that we're developing right now. One very interesting one is hot dogs. Yeah, with all the different radishes, you know, like caramelized onion, Chicago style, where you get sweet onion radish and
Yes, your hot dogs are hand prepared.
we do the sauces and the buns in house, but the dogs are outsourced.
Oh, okay. Okay. So your main signature will be your burgers and your fried ribs.
Yeah, and
Oh,
hot
okay.
dogs as well.
And now, about your burgers and your ribs, and hot dogs, and your baked breads and pizzas and so on. What kind of concept are you guys trying to portray to your customers? Are you guys a Western cafe, or are you serving a fusion cafe?
I think in that sense we're more Western. We try to provide hearty food, you know. Yeah. So, I mean, and in terms of food wise, it gravitates slightly towards the American fare, you know, the diner stuff.
So what is you guys are actually moving towards comfort food?
Yeah, comfort food.
Okay.
And of course, at the same time, you know, what we really want to provide here as well, besides food, is our coffee. So we showcase local roasters who roast the beans locally instead of getting beans that are imported.
Oh, okay. So you actually roast the beans?
No, we don't roast our beans, but we work with local roasters.
Oh, okay.
Because we don't have the space and the equipment to roast our beans. I would love to. Yeah, so we actually go towards that angle in terms of our coffee, because I think that locally roasted coffee is a lot fresher firstly, and also it maintains a lot of nuances within the origins of the different beans, as opposed to the dark roasted imported beans. You lose a lot of the subtle nuances and flavors of the different origins of the beans.
Okay.
So that is one end that we're trying to value add as well to the whole community here.
Well, folks, I love their coffee. I tried some of their coffee, and I must say that it's very impressive. So if you have a tired day, a long day, of course, especially it's on Monday, uh, don't fret. Come down to the 4.3 cafe, and you never know, you might get a good perk out of it from their coffee. And the price of their coffee is rather really reasonable. I mean, it's only $3, so it's about probably US 250. So how far can you go? So if you're sick and tired of Starbucks, come to 4.3. So first, what would be your strategy right now for 4.3 to reach out to new customers and as well as your existing customers to 4.3? What would be your plan for the next 2 years of your life?
I think in terms of food and drinks, like for coffee, we want to always we would like to ideally change blends every time we find a nicer one. Like currently now, we're showcasing a blend that contains Ethiopian Jaeger chef beans, Brazilian yellow bourbon, and Sumatra Mahana. This is a very bright, very fruity blend. So if we find something better along the line, we'll definitely try. I think the very important essence of a food place is to always innovate, always come up with new things. Because I mean, as a consumer myself, if I eat something for like 5-6 times, I probably get really bored of it. So we're trying to continuously innovate, like create new things, like how we're gonna roll out our hot dogs soon, and perhaps
So do you guys intend to do that once every month, or what's our rotation like?
we honestly we have no repertoire, but we're always looking at new things. We're always going out to eat, always looking at new flavors, looking at new different flavor pairing concepts. How one cut of meat would match better with onions or star anise, beef, and so on like that. I think from a food perspective, that's the angle that we take. We're very concerned with flavor pairing and all that. And I think that's very important to give people's palates a new experience every time.
Oh, you are really a food guy. Now, could you tell our audience, do you guys have a Facebook and Twitter?
Yeah, we have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/4POINT numerical 3.
Oh, folks, now you know where to find it. At Facebook, you can just like them, join them, be their friend, but don't curse. And how about Twitter?
No, we currently don't have a Twitter account.
You don't have a Twitter account?
Not yet, yeah.
Okay. So it's just Facebook, so please look out for them.
Yeah, we try and upload as much photos as possible on Facebook. I think we try to let people see, what not just our food, but what goes on behind the scenes. Like, so we kind of show our staff, pictures of our staff and everybody,
including bloopers, I suppose. Okay, no, just kidding. So about 4.3, is there a future for 4.3? Do you see that after 2 years, do you guys have any plans to move forward with this brand?
I think that 2 years is actually a very short time to build a brand. I personally, I don't think it's enough to build a brand. But in terms of moving forward in the F&B industry, I think all of us are very passionate about F&B. So in 2 years' time, probably we would want to move on and do something, like maybe a coffee-centric place, something like that.
Wow. Now, what would be the secret of your success in putting everyone together right now from the very beginning and making 4.3 such a wonderful, stylish place on your campus? What would be your three pointers that you guys have discovered that make this place a success?
We've only been open for a short time, so I wouldn't say success in that sense. But I think the three things that we have learned through this process is the importance of effort. I think, and because if you don't know something, you can there's always avenues to learn, and that takes a lot of effort. And the importance of innovating, because you don't come up with new things, then you lose your audience, you lose your customers. And at the same time, I think team dynamics is very important. Being able to work in a team, being able to sort of communicate in a team is very important to us.
So those are your three secret points.
I mean, they're not really secret, but yeah, those were the three things I kind of like took away from this short process thus far.
Okay.
On top of the fact that you need to be creative and all that stuff. Yeah.
Now, I've heard that this place must have been a very costly adventure. Is that true?
Yeah, for a 2-year for a fixed 2-year venture, I mean it was quite costly. It cost us slightly under 85 maybe.
Under 85,000. Wow.
Slightly under 85.
And your family support you guys with these ideas.
Yeah, my family supports me, but the capital for some of us came from our previous, what we did previously, all the little dealings here and there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So folks, it is a lot of effort for them, and also they have came up with innovative ideas, and even the team dynamics plays a key role in setting up a good, successful business from the very start, which is an important element and key ingredient. So moving forward, Clarence, do you feel personally, and I'd like to ask you this multi-million-dollar question, and that is, do you feel after what you have been through, from the process to reality, has it been a rewarding experience for you?
Yeah, honestly, it has been. I mean, it's opened up my eyes to many things like how to deal with the suppliers, how to deal with customers, how to deal with the people that you have working with, your staff and everything. I think these are things that you can only learn if you go hands on. You stick your knee into it. If you don't do it, you never learn it. I mean, there's only so much you can read.
That's true. And what kind of challenges do you see 4.3 is going to face, in the next 2 years? What are the key challenges do you see? Could you give us some 3 points on that?
I think one of the key things is how to keep your customers, how to keep, in a sense, captivating them. Keep giving them new palette experiences so that they'll keep coming back for more. And secondly, to maintain the standard that we have set, and at the same time try to improve and
exceed expectations.
Yeah, and try to improve and exceed what people expect of us. Yeah, and also breaking away from this notion that we are a student-run cafe, and therefore we are.
Oh, so you don't want to be seen as a student-run cafe? I mean,
yes. Undoubtedly, we are students. That is fact. We cannot escape from that. But I mean, I don't want that label to affect us in the sense whereby they'll say, the food is subpar because the student-run cafe. The coffee is not as good, because these are run by students, they're not full-time.
So you believe that a student-run cafe can be seen as a professionally run cafe with some class and effort and even a price to pay to get things done right. Is that right?
Yeah, I think even a student-run cafe can uphold certain standards
as well as the commercial sector.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Well said, well done. Folks, please do congratulate 4.3 Cafe with me. I'm Robin Stienberg here at the National Students' Choice. Thank you for watching and understanding how these students here at the Singapore Management University trying to exceed expectations beyond what they can ever dream of. And do not forget to pay a visit at 4.3 if you are coming by to Singapore. And well, you never know what to expect, from the menu, right? Anyway, thank you for joining me. I'm Robin Stienberg here at the Natural Food and Soil Show. Thank you for watching.